You don't have to prove anything to anyone, people will say. But if you have an invisible disability, you have to prove something every day. You have to prove that you're not just lazy, or that you're not faking it. You have to prove that you have a right to be here, even if you limp a little. You have to prove it to everyone, and worst of all, you have to prove it to yourself. Because your mind, filled with all this prove-itness, will start to play tricks on you. It will tell you, maybe you are lazy. Maybe you don't try hard enough. Maybe you're just weak. You have to prove it to yourself that it's not just you. Yes, the world will make you argue for your limitations, make you own them. And the world doesn't know what it's like to be in pain nearly every moment of your life. They don't know how hard it is, and yet how automatic to fix an expression of cheerfulness on your face, add some levity to your voice, and laugh through it. Or how much courage it takes sometimes to face another damn day. Or what it is like to sit on the sidelines and watch others do the things that you want to do. The things that you used to. While you sit and think to yourself, I used to be able to do that back when I wasn't in pain. And then you think on it, and you realize that you don't quite remember what that was like anymore. Like a song you learned in kindergarten. The tune is there, but the words won't come. And it's harder still to sit on those sidelines and pretend that you don't mind being a spectator. That the feel of the seat that you sit on is just as gratifying as the feel of the grass beneath your feet, the feel of the wind in your hair. You have to pretend that you don't mind the bars of your prison. The iron's not so cold, and they don't obstruct your view that much. You have to prove it to yourself. You have to watch feel-good stories about people with incredible challenges who adapt to life with the ease of a Hallmark movie and wonder why you can't do the same. And know that everyone else is thinking the same thing. You have to put up with well-meaning advice and not so well-meaning barbs. Those barbs are meant to cut, and they do. Razor blade wounds on your heart next to the ones that you left there long ago. And God forbid you have a good day. Oh, then they think they know. They'll say to you, I saw you smile. I saw you laugh. I saw you dance. You're not in pain. And you want to tell them, my friend, the pain is what makes me have to dance. Laughter drives back the darkness. But you wouldn't know that. You know that any climb that is difficult for a normal person is going to have you clinging to the rocks on broken hands, dragging yourself on knees that won't quite listen, and at the same time smiling and waving, no, I'm fine, you go on without me, I'll catch up. I'll catch up. And sometimes you do, and sometimes you won't. But on your way, you perceive things that the others moving swiftly can't. The shape of the rocks, the feel of the grass, the delicate blades between your fingers, the way the light shimmers off the shell of a wayward beetle. And you talk to the rock, and to the grass, and to the beetle, and they give you knowledge. And when you find your friends, finally, you try to tell them what the beetle said. But it can't be put into words. And they don't understand anyway. They can't, because they weren't there. And you have to prove it to yourself that you know this thing that no one else knows. And some of your friends will believe you, they're the true ones, and others won't. And you have to learn not to waste your efforts proving it to the ones who don't care. And when you're so tired of proving things to yourself and proving things to the world, then you take your rock and your grass and your beetle knowledge. You go back to the sidelines, plaster a smile on your face, and you wait.